Namaste student. Today we're going to learn new chapter, that is factors and multiples. Let's differentiate factors and multiple with the help of the example, and then we'll go into the definition. So here, if we'll take two number, like if we'll take two number 8 and if we'll take 2, so can I say 2 is a factor of 8? So to see that one, what you do, you take this 2 and divide it. 2 4 ja 8 and remainder is 0. Yes, you can say that 2 is a factor of 8. Now let's see here, if we see this one, this type of presentation is a long division method. So in the long division method, we know that this is your divisor, this is your dividend, and the outside, that is a quotient, and remaining part is a remainder. Now if your remainder equals to 0, remember, if your remainder equals to 0, then only we can say that divisor is a factor. Divisor is called a factor. That means to become a factor, remainder must be 0. If I'll take here 3 and if I'll divide it, so we can see that 3 2 just 6 and remainder is 2. That means 3 is not a factor of 8. So very important. Okay. So now if you'll see for multiple, what is multiple? If I go for the multiple of 8, if I'll take 8 and the multiple of 8 means 8 1 ja 8, 8 2 ja 16, 8 3 ja 24, and so on. That means here 8 16 24 are multiple of 8. So here, if you see the difference is that a factor is a number. What number? Is an exact divisor of that number. That means a factor of a number is exact divisor of that number. And multiple is what? Multiple is the result of multiplying a number by an integer. So very important, integer, not fraction, remember. That means if I'll say that multiple of 8, that means this side must be your integer. Remember, this must be integer. Okay, so this is the definition. Now let's take more example and try to differentiate between these two. So here, if you see here, one side factors and another side multiple. So let's take the example. If I'll take 8 only, if I'll go with the 8, so 8 here, factor, if you'll find here 1 2 4 8, and here multiple of 8, that is 8 16 24 32 40, and it will continue. So here you can see 1 2 3 4. That means factor are finite. When a factor of a number are finite, remember the first difference, factor of a finite factors of a number are finite. And here, if you'll see here, I've taken here 3 dot. That means it will continue. It will never end. That is, never ending process is going on here. That means multiples are infinite. That means multiple of a number is infinite. Now, this is first finite, and this side we have infinite. In short, I'm writing, but you need to write here multiple of a number are infinite. Next, if you see here that 1 and here 8, if you look at the minimum number is 1 and a maximum is 8 in the factor of 8. If you take other number also, if you look at the other number, you can see that maximum will be the number itself and minimum will be 1. That means 1 is the factor of all the numbers, and except 0, that the number itself is the factor, okay, of that particular number. Now, and here the maximum is the number itself, and here minimum is the number itself. Look at here, 8 is the minimum here, and maximum not defined. Here minimum and maximum both defined. In factor, minimum and maximum defined. Here minimum defined, but maximum not defined. Multiple, remember, multiples are always equal or greater than the number itself. And here factors are smaller or equal to the number, not more than that. And here always greater than that. That is the difference between your multiple and factor. Now, by the factor definition, we will divide natural number in 2 categories, except 1. Remember, if I'll see a natural number start with 1, 2, 3, 4, and it will continue. Now, if we'll see here, according to factor, 1 is prime number, another is composite number. And if you go this side, according to your multiple, the natural number divide into 2 categories. One is even number, another is odd number. So let's see, let's define this one first. Odd and even is a very simple. Multiple of 2, that means 2, 4, 6, 8, so on. Multiple of 2 are even number. The number which are the multiple of 2 are called even number, and the number which are not the multiple of 2 are called odd number. That is like 1, 3, 5, and so on. And for prime number, the number which has only 2 factor, 1 and itself. Like if I go for the 2, factor of 2 is what? 1 and 2. If you go for the 3, the factor of 3 is what? 1 and 3. If you go for the factor 4, so you can see that 1, 2 and 4. The number which has more than 2 factor is called composite number. So here the difference between these two. And remember, 1 is neither a prime nor a composite. 1 is a odd number. So very much important. Maximum students get confused. They are thinking that if 1 is not prime, then it must be composite. No. Composite definition is the number which has more than 2 factor. Remember, 2 factor more than. And here prime number definition is the number which have or has 2 factor only, 1 and itself. Remember, 2 factor, not less than, not more than. That means if I'll take 1, the 1 has only 1 factor, so it do not come under any category. So we'll not take 1 in any one of them, but we can keep our 1 in an odd number category. Okay, so one example, one more example, 5. If we'll take here 1 and 5, and if we'll go for this one, we can see that 1 2 3 and that 6. So by this we can define prime number, composite number, even number and prime number, odd number. I hope you people have understood. And one more thing, if I'll take this one, if I'll write here 2 into 7 equals to 14, then we can say that 14 is the multiple of 2, 14 is the multiple of 7. And if we go this side, then 2 is the factor of 14 and 7 is also the factor of 14. Here this one is your multiple and these two are factor of 14. Thank you.